So my name is Renee Franke. I am the founder of Femina Wellness. We have been operating since 2022, and we have such a lovely program that we offer our clients that we are now looking at expanding our reach throughout Gauteng, and that is where the Intern program comes in. So to explain our vision and our mission, we need to look at the holistic approach. So obviously, our naturopaths have studied natural medicine. So we look at a full body solution where we use nutrition, lifestyle changes to educate women and men and families and children about holistic wellness. So it's not after the fact treatment. We don't do symptom management. We look at how can you change a couple of things in your life to ensure that you do not get ill and go onto chronic medication. We also subscribe natural medicine, which we borrow from the modalities of Chinese traditional medicine, Ayurvedic Indian medicine, and your traditional Western herbal medicine. Okay, so these are our 4 elements: holistic wellness, nutritional guidance. We have a Femina Club where we invite people to join, do more activities, do our workshops. So we've got a community of 600 paying members already, and we've got a following of about 10,000. Okay, so let me introduce you to the team. So at the top, we have our naturopathic physicians who have studied 5 years to become naturopathic doctors. There is unfortunately not a university in South Africa that does this. I know Stellenbosch University is looking at that, but at the moment you study abroad in the UK for that degree. Then we've also got on the team wellness coaches. They do a 2-year certificate to become an integrative wellness coach, where they then support their clients. We also team up with affiliates. These are people with their own wellness practices that maybe have something that they are passionate about, and then we offer workshops to our members where they will teach them about specific modalities within the holistic wellness industry. And this is then where you come in. So interns will train to become bioscan representatives, and I'll explain to you exactly what that means and how it works. So these are our representatives and our people who go out in the field and kind of the face of the organization. So you will be the first contact for clients going forward. Okay, so our program consists of the following steps. First, the client will book their bioresonance scan, and I'd like you to show you what that report looks like. So I'm just going to exit the presentation. Here we go. So once you've done the scan, you would get this lovely report, which has got 268 biomarkers across all these body systems. So we look at gastronomic, intestinal problems, large intestines, liver function, gallbladder, pancreas, kidney function, lung function, brain nerve system function, bone disease, so your alignment as well as your bone mineral density, rheumatoid arthritis, bone growth issues that a client might have, your blood sugar control, trace elements, and now we move into the building blocks that the body needs to heal itself. We also look at vitamin counts, amino acids which your liver make, coenzymes also made by the liver, important for digestion, essential fatty acids, so your omegas, endocrine system, so how does your glands operate, immune system, so do you have any issues with immunity, thyroid function, human toxins, heavy metals in the blood, basic analysis of like pH, oxygen, water shortages, any allergies, areas that the client is battling with, obesity, so your body to store and use fat, skin analysis, any issues around that, eye analysis, Collagen count, very important. Can you see everywhere that the body requires collagen? I'm going through this very quickly, but I can share all of this with you. Then your acupuncture channels, your pulse, heart, brain coherence, blood lipids, so that's your cholesterol, gynecology, so any problems if this is a female scan, breast analysis for the female scan, menstrual cycle for the female scan, hormonal function, female hormonal function. Human immunity, so any issues of immunity in the cell. Your emotional intelligence, so where are you suppressing your emotions? Respiratory function of the lungs. Lecitins, this is brain chemistry. And lastly, your fatty acids. So as you can see, it's quite a comprehensive report, which really gives the client such a lovely overview of exactly what is going on in their body. This report then goes to our naturopaths who will review it and they will put the client on a program. Okay, so let's go to the presentation again. Okay, so that is the bioscan and what the bioscan will then offer the client. The first thing that we then look at is nutrition. So I've showed you the building blocks of the trace elements, the vitamins, amino acids, coenzymes, fatty acids, and collagen. Those are your building blocks. And obviously, it's important to then support the client with nutritional changes that they need to make. So they get two lovely guides, which I'll show you in a minute, where they can then start making those adjustments in their diet. Then we go a little bit further because we do understand that our food sources that we find in our supermarkets today is nutrient deficient. So we also advise clients in the correct supplements to use. So we look at is the supplements that we recommend our clients, it must be bioavailable. The guy is formulating it, must understand which of the supplements must be used together for maximum absorption. We look at do they fill up their capsules with fillers and other nonsense. So we want a pure product. And then obviously we will train our coaches to give advice if the client is on chronic medication, how and when do you now take your supplements? The bioscan report that I showed you in step 1 will now go to the naturopath for review. She will look at the biomarkers that are in yellow and red, which are critical biomarker imbalances, and they will write a personalized plan for the client where they take you on a journey of how can you now correct these imbalances, and we look at dietary changes, supplements, natural medicine, as well as lifestyle changes. So removing seed oils out of the diet, reducing refined carbohydrates and bringing in more fermented food and all the lovely holistic things that we believe in. The client will then be assigned a wellness coach to help them with their journey. The wellness coach will on a weekly basis give them tips of how can they make these adjustments gradually over time. So weekly checking in with them, advising on some of these changes around diet and lifestyle, also ordering their products for them and answering any questions that they might have. So I just want to show you quickly. So I'm going to just exit the presentation. So this is our website where you can go and have a look at everything that we offer. This is the ladies club that we have. So we have one in Johannesburg and Pretoria. And this is where we host all our events. So we've got fun things that we also do. We go away for weekends. We've got island holidays. We do fun outings like zip lining. And we've got a sundowner thing on the Harties Dam. We do crafts and arts and things like that. We also offer workshops. And then every Saturday and Sunday, we've got a nature hike where ladies then join and we hike together. So here's some photos of where they've gone to hike. Okay, then we offer also a newsletter to our members. So this is where we then notify our community about all our events. So we've got the nature hikes in Pretoria and then also in Johannesburg. So all the nature hikes. Then we've got a meetup. So club members, if you are new, you will join the meetup for that month in your area, either Johannesburg, Centurion, or Pretoria. We've got a network where we connect with other wellness participants in the industry, and we kind of join forces to do workshops together. So we offer online course there as well. Then we've got fun outings. So there we've done the Harties Cable Car Spa. We're doing clay painting in June. We're going on the Hartie Sunset Cruise in August, and then we've got cake decorating in October. We also do workshops. So we had the Emotional Intelligence workshop in May. We've got a Spa Wellness Day in July, and then a Financial Wellness workshop in September. We also do weekends away. So this is our Buffelspoort weekend at the end of May. And then in August, we've got the Zanzibar Island holiday. Okay, sorry, that's not a tab. Okay, so this is what the scanner looks like, and this is the program that we run. So that's how we do our bioscan. That's our report. This is what our vitamin guide looks like that the client will get. So there are all your vitamins. And then we will explain very nicely to them what is the benefits of vitamin A. So where in the body is it used? So for vision and immune function and cell growth. And then also what food source does the client need to make the adjustments now if the scan showed that they are vitamin deficiency. And we have a report like this on your trace elements as well. Then this is the partners that we team up in terms of all our products. So they've got a lovely range of 1,700 products where we do capsules and tinctures and creams, powders and soft gels and tissue salts, essential oils, bioscience. So that's more for the guys who want to gym and build muscle, and also your professional athletes. Your Lotus range, which is your Chinese traditional medicine, teas, and then every types of well-being and DNA testing if you'd like to do that. This is the report that the naturopath will then do for the client. So for every biomarker that's out of range, for instance, this client had vascular elasticity issues, we explain what that means. We say you are diagnosed with low vascular elasticity and what could be the possible causes and symptoms of that. What are the dietary changes that the client can now make to address that? And here at the bottom is your complementary medicine and supplements. So that is basically our service in a nutshell. We then take that report and the naturopath will then build them. Apologies, I now went out there. We'll then build them this lovely report to say, okay, let's start month 1. We focus on detox and nutrient support and what is the program that you can follow. And they continue with this into month 2, 3, 4, digestive issues, cardiovascular respiratory issues, lymphatic and urine issues, endocrine and eye health, skeletal and skin is your last section there. Okay, so let's go to the presentation again. So who is our clients? So it's basically everybody. That's what's so wonderful about this bioscan. You can scan a mommy that wants to fall pregnant and support her with her hormonal imbalances and maybe her diet changes that she needs to make. And we even introduce natural medicine to help with that fertility issues. If it's the dad that's got issues, then we do the same. He gets the scan, we do a sperm count. The scan shows you sperm mobility and all of that, and we can address that then. So during pregnancy, we've got the same report. So the scan is safe enough for a mommy who is pregnant to actually do the scan. And then we support her with what her body needs to build a healthy baby. Then when the baby is born, we can scan them from newborn and support them then, specifically the microbiome in the gut, which is important for new babies because that's how they will digest breast milk, or if they're on formula milk, what can the mommy do to support them there? We've got a lovely preschool program. So there we go into the preschools and we scan them. In South Africa, we've got quite a stunting problem in some of the rural schools. So we teamed up with the South African Organic Association to see how we can get more nutrient-dense food into these preschools. Then for our other children, supporting their hormonal changes, the teenagers, and then also stress around studying. How can they, on a natural way, with essential oils and all of that, be supported to do better in their studies? We support people with chronic diseases. So if you're on chronic medication, how do we support your body then to heal? We do weight management. We do career demand issues. So if you've got a stressful work life, so how do we support you so that you sleep better? Because that's when the body repairs itself and when your adrenal glands go back into remission. Bodybuilding, so guys who are professional athletes, we support them. And then also if men are experience performance issues in terms of erectile dysfunction, women who go into menopause and all the problems that they experience there. And as we get older, what do our bodies need? Is our metabolism absorbing everything? And are we moving and keeping healthy? And then also fragile care, specific needs around that. So those are all the clients and what we offer each of them. Okay, so as the wellness intern, what will your role be within this team then? So you are the marketing and lead generation part. So we will train you to use social media to find new clients. We've got some lovely brochures and posts and things that we already generate that you can then just use to share and get people excited on so that we can generate leads. You will then follow up with the lead because they will now be prospects and you will convince them to do their first booking scan. So you need to be a very good salesperson. So if that's something that you feel it's easy for you to talk to people, you love being on social media and sharing stuff, got that outgoing personality that's good for sales, then this position is ideal for you. So once they are ready to make their booking, you will help them then to prepare to do their payment, to fill in their health questionnaire. They can do that online, or if it's older people and they battle with the online, you will then help them to fill in that questionnaire once they do their scan. Then they will actually do the scan and you will be trained how that bioresonance scanner works and how to scan your client. You will also inform the client beforehand that they shouldn't eat 2 hours prior. They must remove all their jewelry, so no metal touching the skin. And then they must just sit quiet and relax. And it takes about 5 minutes and then the scan is done. Once you've scanned the client, you will obviously upload that report onto our system. You will invoice the client. You will hand over to a wellness coach. So you'll do all the administration of that original client onboarding. And then to make sure that client will be a returning client, you will ask them to do a review. You will check in if the experience was positive, and that then you'll close it and then you'll start all over again. Finding new leads, ensuring that they book their bioscan, helping them to understand and prepare for that scan, doing the physical scan, do the administration and hand over to the wellness coach, and then making sure the client was happy with the service. So that is the role of the wellness intern. Okay, so how does this work in terms of commission? So this is our costing to do the scan. So if it's an individual adult, the scan costs 500 Rand. And let's say for one person, the sale value will be 500 Rand and you will earn 350 Rand. If you say, let's you say you find 10 people per month to scan, then that will be your income there. Children's scans are cheaper because it's a smaller report and not as intricate. So that's under the age of 10. Those are only 350 Rand. So if you do, you'll get 245. If there's two children that scan for the month, then that will be your income. So this is just a scenario of what you potentially could do. And this is worst case scenario. So obviously, if you are somebody who can find more clients, you can grow this income going forward. Then we also have event scans. So that's where we now get people together as a group, and we usually say we won't do an event if there's less than 10 people. The scan price there is then at a discounted 350 Rand. You'll scan 10 people, and that will be your income for that event. And let's say you do 2 events per month. Then preschool groups, there we scan at 150 Rand, 10 children. So you'll go out to the school for 1,050 Rand will be your commission. And let's say you do 2 preschools per month. And there is 10,000 preschools in Gauteng. Ladies, that's quite amazing. So there's lots of opportunities to scan at preschools. Our nutritional scan is very ideal for people in old age homes. So we offer the same deal where they do just a nutritional scan and you'll earn 1,050 Rand going out to that old age home. Let's say you do 2 a month, then that will be your earnings. So we kind of encourage you to do a minimum of this because this is a good salary for an intern to start off at, and then obviously you can grow that. Also, if you've now finished your first year, you've got an opportunity to join our team on a permanent basis where you will now also be trained in essential oils and tissue salts, where you can now upsell after you've done the scan these products, and you will earn 15% commission on those sales as well. So it's like an independent worker. You kind of work for yourself, building your own practice. So what does the bioscan representative or bioscan therapist do? They scan the client, they advise them on the nutritional guidance as per the 2 guides that I showed you. And then they suggest tissue salts to support the body, as well as essential oils to help with any nervous system regulation. Sorry, I went a bit fast here. Okay, so when you join the team, and remember we said it's 7,000 Rand to do your studies, and then you can start scanning immediately. So we will give you training as to how the scanner works and the report that comes out of it, so that you can support your client in terms of what does all of this mean. And that's a 6-week online training. Then you also, at the same time, do a 12-week nutrition certificate course. So there you kind of support it now as to how important nutrition is and which of the biomarkers in that report can be supported by which food in the system. We also do concurrent a 6-week marketing and administration training. So we kind of train you about social media and how to generate leads there. We teach you about event management, so how to arrange an event and invite people and manage that event. And then you'll do your scans at that event. Then obviously there's your normal office administration, so understanding our systems, how to upload your reports, how to invoice the client, how to send the payment link, how to do your email flow to the client and all of that. And then after sales service, so how to stay in touch with the client, making sure they're happy. And then in 6 months or a year's time, depending on what the naturopath suggests, following up with them again so that you can do their scan again. Okay, so what do you require to become an intern? We need at least a grade 12 standard 10 certificate. You need to have a notebook because our bioscanner plugs into the notebook. So you will travel with your scanner and your notebook to the client, to the preschool, to the old age home. You need an internet connection because all your communication will be online. You don't need to travel with your internet connection because the scanner doesn't require internet, but it's only when you do your office administration so that you can link to all our support systems. Then sales personality. So you need to be somebody that enjoys chatting to people, being online, in promoting what we offer. And then some form of transport. So you don't need to have your own car. If you understand public transport well, we will obviously assign you to clients and preschools and old age homes in your area to make it easier for you to get to them. And then you need obviously the capital input to do your certificate and to buy your bioscanner. So the certificate itself is 3,500 Rand, and then the bioscanner is also 3,500 Rand. So we also offer payment options on there. So we've got two payment options where you do 2,000 Rand a month over 4 months, or you put down a deposit of 4,000 Rand and then pay off the balance 500 Rand a month. So you can decide. And if you can't join now, this is an ongoing thing. So we would probably still offer this internship until the end of this year for the Gauteng region, and then we will start moving over to other regions in the country. Okay, so here is the CAMS Institute is the institute where you will study your nutritional certificate. And if you want to obviously now look at further studies, the College of Naturopathic Medicine is where you can do your degree as a naturopath. So that is just to understand your career options going forward. Okay, so there is my contact details if you want to maybe make a screenshot of it. If you don't want to join us now, you maybe need to just get your funds together. You're welcome to then reach out to us whenever you are available. Okay, so you all guys are now welcome to chat to me if you have any questions. Is there anybody that'd like to ask something? Nobody, no questions. Was it a good presentation or did I overwhelm you? Yes, please talk to us. You're welcome.
Good morning, ladies. I hope everyone is well. Thank you so much for that amazing presentation, Femina. It made so much sense. I just wanted to find out, you mentioned a grade 12. So I just wanted to find out if a person already has um, some form of certification in like the alternative medicine kind of space,
Yes.
is this like a good thing for them to do? With me, my background, I do have a diploma in therapeutic reflexology. So I don't know if this would be a great thing to combine.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely. So reflexology is one of the modalities that we, use to help clients because, it
yes,
also works on the meridian channels,
yes,
the
yes,
acupuncture. So you've got
yes.
actually a section in that report that will show you where the client is battling, which will tie into your reflexology. So
Okay,
it's a wonderful add-on now. So now you will study to be a nutritionist. And
okay,
then you can actually combine that with your reflexology. So you'll
okay,
do the scan and then you can offer your reflexology as a solution to your client. And then after
okay,
you've done year one, we give you an option to also sell essential oils and tissue
okay,
salts to support the client even further. So yes, absolutely. After you've done the internship, you've got two routes that you can go. You can either
okay,
join our team as a bioscan therapist, where you now support the team and go out and scan the clients, or you can say, I'm going to retain this knowledge in my own practice and I'll become an affiliate of Femina Wellness. Remember, I told you
oh,
about the
yes,
affiliates.
yes,
So yeah,
yes.
so then we still support you with everything that we offer, but you kind of now build your own practice.
Okay, because I mean, technically, I think I started that in 2019. I sort of tried to launch my own wellness space, but I've just been focused on a lot of other things, lifed.
Yes.
um, yeah, so that's why I found this very interesting, and I thought to myself, what? I think this would be something great. So I just wanted to find out from you, if
So
it would be
yes,
a great
if
thing.
you if that's your passion, you want to have your own practice, and this is
Mm,
such a lovely add-on because as you can see, the bioscan report really
yes,
gives your client an overview of what's going on with their
yes.
bodies, and then you guys can make a plan together as to what does the solution look like.
Yes. And
Okay,
then just one more question.
very welcome.
So if let's say, do we use the same prices as the ones that you guys have? Because I noticed there's like a with the commission thing, there's like you charge 500 per scan for an adult, and then so is that just for the feminist space, and then us, if I want to do my own practice, do I use my own prices, or can I just also continue with the prices that you guys have
Yeah.
set?
You are welcome. When you now step down as an intern and you say, I'm excited about this, I'm going to do my own thing, then you take
Okay.
your scanner and you can actually now offer the client the 500 Rand that the client would have paid us. But you can also offer them your own price because remember, you're an
Okay.
independent person now.
Yes,
But
yes.
what's nice is if the client's biomarkers are showing some serious illnesses, so you are suspecting cancer or autoimmune issues, you
Mm-hmm.
have the option then to team up with our naturopaths where you send that
Oh,
report
wow.
for a professional review. And
Okay.
that cost is 700 Rand. So the client will pay above the 500 Rand for the scan. They
Okay.
will pay 700 Rand for a professional review. And then
Okay.
you can earn 10% commission on referring the client, and you
Okay.
can get the feedback, and then you can now they will suggest, remember I spoke about the products that we have.
Yes.
They
Yes.
will make suggestions in terms of all these lovely products. So let's
Okay.
have a look at the practitioners range. So this is our Chinese medicine range. The naturopaths will now tell you the client needs which of these products.
Okay.
And then when you sell that to the client, you will earn also 15% commission. So although
Okay.
you're an independent person, we still offer lots of services where you can earn commission by just, piggybacking on what we have
Mm.
already built.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much
Okay,
for answering me. This was
that's
perfect.
my pleasure. Okay, any other questions? So let me quickly show you the career path so that you can understand how all of these people fit in together. So these are our naturopaths, and they are the people who have now studied the 5-year degree, BSc degree, to become a naturopathic physician. And that's the one that I said you can do at the college in the UK. So it's an online study that you do. Okay. Then the next people in our crowd is your integrative wellness coaches. And they then do a 2-year study where they don't just learn nutrition, they learn all the other modalities for them to now take that naturopath report from the client, from the naturopath for the client, and then help them build that wellness plan for the next 12 months. Then in our team, we've also got our bioscan practitioners. So these are the ladies that physically go out and do the scans at the preschools, at the client's house, at an event, at a old age home. And then we've also got affiliates. So these are the people who've got their own practices. They maybe specialize in certain things, and then they offer workshops. So become speakers at our workshops. So like Sharon is a life coach, and Bronwyn is the president of the Gut Health Association of South Africa, and Julie is also a life coach in hypnotherapy, and she's an author of a lovely book. So we want to promote you if you've got your own practice, because our main focus is we want to get as many people to scan, and then we need a team of people that can support those clients. And that's why we need to build the wellness industry. Okay, so does that make more sense now? Is there any other questions? Okay, so the next step is to WhatsApp me back on the WhatsApp that I sent you this morning to say I would like to join, and then I'm going to give you the link for the registration, and then we can start the process as to how to get you on board. So let's quickly talk about that process. So your application process looks like this. You are going to fill in your application. So that's step one. It's an online application. Then I'm going to send you an online personality test. So that is where you then kind of understand what is the best fit for you. So maybe being the front line, actually going out and finding clients is not your personality. You're not sales. You don't like being on social media. Then we need to look at what other career paths we need to look. So maybe more of an intern wellness coach, or you want to study towards your degree then. Then we do an online interview with you. So we kind of just find out who you are and what are you passionate about. Then you need to commit to a payment plan. So how do you want to do that? Do you want to wait a little bit until you've got your deposit together? Are you ready to go with your 7,000? Or do you want to put down the 4,000 and then as you earn commission, paid off your 500 Rand a month? So once you've signed up, we will deliver your study material and your buyer scanner to you. And then you can start immediately to be a wellness intern journey. So we'll immediately start to connect you with leads and you can start booking people for scans. Okay, so that is our onboarding process. Like I said, that is what the scanner looks like. This is the program and that's the report that will come out of it. This is your certificate training. This is your 6-week marketing. And those are the requirements. Okay, well, that is us then. So please do reach out to me if you are interested or if you know somebody that are interested, and let's get you starting to do scans. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate. My name is Renee Franke and I'm the founder of Femina Wellness. Have a lovely day, everyone. Bye-bye.